All right, you know what to do, Corey.
Man, what a good EP.
Hey,
It hasn't happened yet. It can't happen until you say
Because we believe in love. What?
beginning of the episode.
it's the beginning of the episode,
The beginning of the episode.
and we
You
say,
got it.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna give you the first word.
Brought to you and empowered by Sunday Cool.
no.
This podcast is brought to you and empowered by Sunday Cool. Watch this here. Or listen here.
Empowered.
Empowered. I feel so empowered.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you,
look at
Sunday
that.
Cool.
Dude, look at that bicep.
Look at the pipes on you. Give a front double bicep to the camera. Give a front double. Yeah.
Whoa.
Man. Dude, you're a specimen.
You get cold when you flex.
Are you mysterious? Are you comfortable? Do you want to be? Sunday Cool is here to take care of you. Fleece bliss. Fleece so soft, you'll even consider eating it. But don't. Essence. Beauty. Intelligence. Is it just fleece? Or is it destiny? Entangle yourself. Cloaked in mystery. Whispers of warmth. A flip ton of fleece. Order now at sundaycool.com.
Si puedes entender esto, el gobierno está tratando de controlarte.
Oh.
You should do the Ron Burgundy intro.
Save the children. Josh has never seen that movie. Actually,
No.
he's never seen it.
What movie?
Anchorman.
Makes two of us.
You've
No,
never
save-
seen
save the-
Anchorman
save the
1 or
children.
2?
Save the children.
I'm not a Will
Unique.
Ferrell guy.
New York.
How now, brown cow?
Oh my gosh.
The Human
like
Torch
Ferrell.
was denied a bank loan. Everyone, come in here.
I've seen it.
Come see how good I look.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I want to do a quick shout out.
Okay.
Happy anniversary to Tristan.
Shout out T.
See, he said, my wife and I are absolutely love their show. I'm trying to figure out a cool surprise for her on our anniversary this year. We're going to spend our entire anniversary in the car driving on November 9th. So not only the most fun way to celebrate, would y'all be interested in giving us an anniversary shout out?
This
Happy
episode
anniversary.
comes out November 9th, right?
I don't think he even gave his wife's name.
Well, that's not very
Kind
good.
of selfish, honestly.
Dang.
Do better, dude. Do better.
What are you
Anniversary of-
doing?
Anniversary of all days. Happy anniversary, guys.
Hey, happy anniversary.
Pay attention to the road, though. So, hey, look who's over there. It's Mr. Cory Lynn's back in the building.
All whited out. Hey,
Oh.
we're whited out. I'm whited out too.
Dude,
Oh, we're
white it
ready.
out.
Bunch
man.
of white boys.
Hey. Yeah.
Wait, can you say that?
Yep. You can say that now.
Oh, it's
Now, after the election,
oh.
that we totally know what happened because it's
Did you say
Friday.
Twooey?
We totally know what happened
What
because
did you say?
I don't know. I can't remember. Now, every time you question what I say, I always like my brain. I'm like, I don't know. I freeze.
Yeah, this is coming out after the election.
And we totally filmed it after the election as well, right,
Yeah,
Josh?
Yeah.
Right,
And
Cory?
Yeah.
So congrats.
Congrats
President.
to we don't need to use first names. I think that the title
Yeah.
of president should be only respected, Mr. or Mrs. President.
Yeah.
Big
President.
4-7. Big 4-7.
Yeah,
Here we
big
go.
4-7. Congratulations.
47th president.
Well
It
deserved?
is, right?
I think it's 147th.
No.
Yeah. Dude, remember when we talked about this? We talked about it on Patreon a long time ago, but there was 8 technical presidents before George Washington.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. And one of them was John Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The first one was John Hanson.
That was the facial expression I had as well while they were telling me that, but it's true.
It is very true.
147.
No, it's 47.
There's 47.
But there were
8 other
yeah.
presidents before George Washington.
Name all of them right now.
John
Rapid fire.
Hanson, John, whatever the one I
Hancock?
just said, Hancock, and
Joe
then
Jonas.
there was a very French sounding one in there, which kind of ticked me off a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's like Pierre. Yeah, butt face.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
But it's
about.
pronounced butt face.
Yeah, it's also French for river poop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lily cannot be here today because our child has pneumonia.
Pneumonia. She has come down with pneumonia. It's such a bummer. Miss Jane.
Very, very not fun in the hospital 4 days.
She's doing better. She's home now.
Yes.
Everyone calm down.
But now I'm feeling sick.
No, you're not.
I'm not feeling sick.
Nope.
I'm not feeling sick. I'm not feeling sick.
Sick and tired.
Sick and tired of this economy.
Hey, not with our new president.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Everything's on the up and up.
Yeah.
Now that we have our new president.
This isn't the Wednesday before the election. Okay.
Really,
it's obviously not.
Really shocked by the outcome, honestly.
Honestly, but well deserved. Well deserved. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say.
And there's
most
probably
would say.
like the fact that there are like no riots happening right now.
But there might be some. There might be some. I mean,
and no accusations on either side of the aisle.
Who's to say, really?
Who is to say?
Not me. What was your favorite? Corey, tell me. Where were you when you found out our new president was our new president? Take us through it. Take us through your night. Like
my entire day, or just the night?
Just the night. Like just how. Like what was some of your highlights?
Just the moment.
Yeah.
I just got done working.
Yeah.
Sunday cool stuff. Love, eat, breathe, sleep. Sunday cool.
Oh, shout out.
Sitting on the couch.
Appreciate your loyalty. Yep.
Eating a pizza.
What kind of pizza?
From Little Caesars. I always get the pep, 2 ranches on the side. I eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Because your wife,
Gretchen,
yep. loves it. Yep. I know that about her.
And I don't give the kids any. I hide it from them. I send them to bed, and then I get it out.
And of course, when you say your kids, you mean
Jared, Leslie, Cole, 3 of them.
Whatever.
All separated by 2 years exactly to the day.
Wow,
man, I love your family tree.
Because I don't like sharing.
Can some fan please build amazing. Corey's family tree? I'm really interested.
Yeah. Everyone go back and look at Corey's history and just build out his family tree.
Yeah. So you hear the president speech. What's your immediate reaction?
Super excited.
Cool.
New beginnings.
Okay.
Yeah. Just policy. I'm a policy guy. I'm not a people guy. I'm a policy guy.
Sure. But there had to have been some confliction because of what the person said during the speech, right? Obviously, there were some pretty controversial words being spoken.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to the policy. You have to look past the face.
Yeah. And what celebrity came out and spoke? There was like a certain celebrity that came out and did a song.
No, yeah.
Who was it? Can you remember?
I'm not good with artists. Who was it? What was the genre?
No, it was like poppy or country.
Yeah. Was it
Dean Martin?
No,
I thought it was Madonna.
It was Madonna.
Yeah,
it was Madonna. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because she sang my favorite song by her, Like a Prayer. It's my favorite song.
Like Bon Jovi on Living on a Prayer.
No, but like a Prayer by Madonna. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a song.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Speaking of song, hey, you want a song?
I cannot wait for our song.
All right. This goes out to this
Madonna.
Past election because we know who the winner was. And we're not filming this in the past.
Yeah. But if we were, we would really like to know what it. Well, before filming the podcast that comes out after the election, we'd love to know who it was, hypothetically.
But
that's not our current situation.
No.
But this is a story about if we were in that hypothetical situation.
If we were filming this podcast before the election.
The Wednesday before the Tuesday election.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course. Of course. You can dream. We can all fantasize with that.
All right.
Wet the whistle. Here we go.
We're going back. Here we go.
This just in. Our song just got flagged.
That was probably too aggressive, but
yes, our song did get flagged. It was a masterpiece, but you can listen to it on Patreon, Spotify, or Apple. So go listen to it after you watch this episode. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Really good job. Really nice.
Hey, speaking of people being in the White House, I need everyone to be quiet. Because we have a question. Seems like we're on theme today. Seems like we're on a theme. This question, it could go either or. It could be a yes or it could be a no.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, with our guest, we want our good buddy Cory to answer it first because we really respect his opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
And we just really are seeking your
wisdom, honestly.
Wisdom on this, and I hope you don't let us down.
Okay, yeah.
Today's question, sitting by a viewer. Did they deserve to win? Did they deserve to win? It's a yes or no.
Yeah,
So,
that's a tough question, Cory.
Yeah.
I understand it's going to be difficult to answer just in
Yes.
yes
From
What?
the hip, yes.
okay.
They did deserve it, yeah.
Did they deserve to win?
Yeah.
You know who? Wait, Cory. Josh, does he have any idea who we're talking about?
I don't know if he
yeah.
has any idea who
I don't know how I feel about
What do you?
that
What do we?
answer.
What do you think we're wait, hold on, back up. What do you think we're talking about?
Because we're obviously talking about.
We're obviously talking about
Remember the Titans.
no, don't joke around right now, dude.
Oh.
Because we're obviously talking about when the Nazis fought the French
Yeah.
and they beat the French. So you're saying that they deserve to win that?
Are you sympathizing with them?
And we're also talking about when the Japanese went and invaded the Korea and how they were just terrible to the Koreans. And they beat the Koreans, so they deserve to win that?
And we're also talking about how the Huntsville Mustangs from Air Bud 3, how they beat and cheated the Air Bud team, hurting the Golden Retriever on the field. You think they deserve to win?
Does
And
Cory wanna-
obviously-
In the end, who won? In the end, who won, though?
It doesn't matter. The Air Bud got hurt, Cory.
Does Cory want to hurt puppies?
It sounds like it. And of course, we're also talking about the case with O.J. Simpson.
Oh my gosh.
This
I
is
stand by our
sickening, dude.
judicial system.
You hear it?
You guys heard it here first. Not sure what to make of all this. All that I gathered is Cory wants to kick puppies and they wants people to suffer all around the world, and he's glad all the bad guys won.
He's happy OJ got away with it, which is really unfortunate.
Really unfortunate. We do have to trust our judicial system sometimes, but man,
It seems like in that
It
time,
seems like the
that
writing
time and
was on the
place,
wall. It seems like it was
seems
pretty obvious,
there was
but
there's cultural
if
significance
the jury
that also played
decided
into
against
the
it,
jury.
then I think
there
that's
was a
okay.
lot of things. Welcome to the show.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind. You learn martial arts! Ninjas attack!
That was good.
excuse my coughing.
Hey, you know what's going to help with that coughing?
Tell me.
A healthier body. And how do you get a healthier body, Josh?
I wish my mind could just have some magic.
Oh, well, don't look any further here, Josh, because
What?
I have Magic Mind.
Wow. Give me that.
Absolutely.
Gimme.
Would you like one?
Yeah, what does
Or
it
would
taste
you want a
like?
gummy?
Ooh, dude, the gummies are good.
I'll take a gummy.
I do want some.
gummy.
I feel like the liquid hits quicker, but I like the gummies too.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Magic Mind.
Thank you, Magic Mind.
I truly love your product.
Are you just going to launch that?
Hey, guys, if you want some
Open
Magic
up.
Mind for yourself, go to magicmind.com/ninja. Dude,
Hold on, right here.
let me throw it.
Relay. Teamwork.
Oh!
Teamwork.
shot.
Here we go. Oh, you almost got it, though. That was
You
incredible.
threw it too fast.
I wasn't trying to
me
give
time
you
to
it.
prepare.
I was confident in myself. I didn't need the
Hey,
assist.
stop wasting all these gummies, guys.
No, listen. He's going to eat it right there. It's right there.
Where's mine?
All right, last
So you're
one.
right.
What's my serving size?
Oh, no. Here we go.
Dude.
There. I'm sorry.
Magicmind.com/ninja and use the code NINJA20 to get 20% off
Your subscription.
your subscription or 50% off your 10-day subscription.
Yes, absolutely incredible. They're good enough to eat off the floor.
Am I allowed to eat 3 of these?
Yeah,
that's the dosage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to get a
That's the
superpower.
dosage for big babies.
All right, I actually want some too.
Yummy, yummy.
Now that I know that you can combine them and have
Magic powers.
because I don't know, we talked about it afterwards, but last week's podcast, I did the gummies and the juice, and I was able to read so well.
Those taste
I knew
very
words.
good.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little eucalyptus in that.
Oh, wow.
Hints of cherry, perhaps?
Lion's mane mushroom, maybe?
I will say you probably shouldn't put these in the fridge. I don't know, because they get kind of hard to chew.
I kind of like the. I kind of
This
like it. That's a
acidity?
good bite.
Yeah, but they came in a box to Florida and they were like almost melted.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Thank you, Magic Mind. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Magic Man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
That's like a 10W30.
Magic Mind!
Thank you. Oh, but boy.
What
Hey,
do we think?
Cory, you have some big news to share. What'd you
Yeah.
do over this past weekend, bud?
Yeah, dude. When was the first time I was on this podcast?
Oh, man. Feels like
A long
it was probably
time
It was
15
quite a
years
while ago, yeah.
But
Hard to believe it was 15 years ago.
I shot a deer, everybody. I finally did it.
There we go. What was it like?
Murderer.
It was like
Murderer.
it's 16, 20 points, right?
I thought you were going to join
Yeah.
me.
Sorry, what?
Oh, we're going to...
Murderer! Murderer! How do you sleep at night, dude? How do you live with yourself?
Because I'm a provider. Everyone plays our part.
That's true. I bet Gretchen is really grateful.
The
Yeah,
kids
she
eat
is.
venison?
That's why they
Yeah.
call her Grateful
Yeah.
Gretchen. We can hear you just as much.
Yeah, that didn't help at all.
Don't use that to silence or
I know,
on your
it's
gun
so
or anything.
distracting. I'm
We're going to
sorry.
see a guest lean on that pillow later and be like, oh, no. Yeah, so you got it. Was that the same deer that you were tracking
Yeah.
a couple seasons ago?
No, I'm at this new place, but I had been following him for, probably since July.
That's
Since
awesome.
July. And
How'd
I
it feel?
finally saw it. Felt
Got some
really
buck
good.
fever.
I did. It was spooky.
Yeah.
It was spooky. 'Cause I was hunting in an old cemetery.
Yikes.
No way.
Set the scene. Set the scene. What time was this?
So I went in there early. It was daytime. And I sat there in probably like 20 yards behind me. There's gravestones
Yeah.
of people who died in the 1800s.
That's kind of dope, but also now you're probably haunted.
Right. So like,
Haunted deer meat.
So my buddies were all like, "Oh, you're gonna see stuff walking through the woods."
Yeah.
So it's in my mind already, and so like I'm like continually looking back, looking at these gravestones.
Yeah, dude. You hear
And-
anything?
Dude, so terrifying,
Yeah.
so terrifying. And I end up shooting this deer, and it's pitch black at this point. So like now I'm scared to get down, and I got down, and I just hear things running around, and it's pitch black. I'm terrified, and yeah, I've been having scary dreams ever since.
No way.
Yeah, no, like it's
What kind of scary dreams?
dude, just like just not good.
New, is it new? All the like stuff like that you haven't seen before, like you're not used to?
No, yeah,
Is it kind of
just,
common
like,
dreams?
I used to sleep so well.
They probably followed you home.
That can happen.
Cory looks so scared.
Dude, like I know. And like last night I was sleeping and I woke up because one of my pillows fell off my bed and I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. I just lay there
Dude,
for like
pillows
30
honestly
minutes.
don't fall off the bed, so you may have a ghost. That's kind of crazy.
Like I don't know.
That's wild, man.
I had a dream last night. I was looking down a hallway and just this cabinet door was just opening and closing.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually jacked up.
I was like, what's going on?
That's your dream?
Yeah, but the dream was like me watching this cabinet door open and close.
Cabinet?
Yeah, I don't know where I was.
Oh my goodness. What is that?
Indian in the cupboard, dude. That was an Indian graveyard.
You need to pray over your house.
It was South Georgia in the 1800s. So
Yeah, I'm ready to baptize you right now, dude. Let's fix it.
There's an unmarked grave there, dude.
yeah,
There's plenty of marked ones too. Warning signs.
I've looked up the names on the gravestones. No record. Can't even find the cemetery.
No Facebook profiles.
That's kind of eerie.
I can't even find the cemetery.
What, online?
Yeah, no, like there's no record.
Dude, it is weird.
What?
Yeah.
It's so there's this plot of land in DeLand that I'm looking at, and it's like out in the middle of like, I mean, there's probably 100 little like 2 to 3 acre plots, and there's no access to any of it. And I'm trying to figure it out. But in the dead center of this like total 200 acres, on Google, it says there's a cemetery, but same thing. I can't find anything about zoning. So it appears, isn't that crazy though? They're just cemeteries scattered through the wilderness with no history. Just stuff has been developed around them, or the property's been sold 100 times over.
Well, you look at even the pyramids, like that whole space behind the pyramids, it's all surrounded by city. And then it has this weird shape. They're right there. And then it's empty.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder what's under there. Why hasn't that been used?
Yeah.
That's just the special sand.
That's the play sand.
Speaking of special sand,
crafts.
I've been watching the Ancient Apocalypse with Graham Hancock.
Yes,
the second season.
Mm-hmm.
Something that stuck out to me, it was chapter 2, so the second episode, around the 24-minute mark. So Graham Hancock's whole theory is that, which I agree with, is that there's a older, more highly advanced ancient civilization that we don't know about.
That we have like there's no record of, like that's.
Yeah, and he thinks it's because he calls it the Younger Dryas. So there was the ancient apocalypse, basically being a flood, wiped everything out, or meteors causing a flood, whatever.
Yeah.
But this whole second season is about him going to the Americas, showing of these ancient civilizations that predate what archaeologists talk or think people occupied the Americas. And one really cool instance that connects so much to what we've talked about before, there's these paintings on a rock face in Colombia, and the archaeologists have dated these paintings to like, I want to say like 12,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But they described in these paintings what looks like there was a solar eclipse, and with the solar eclipse, they could see a meteor only with the solar eclipse on. And so that reminded me of the
1811.
1811.
Or 1812, I can't remember.
Yeah, 1811, 1812, of how there's that meteor, solar eclipse, and then what we just had was that solar eclipse with the, what is it called, the devil comet or whatever?
Yeah,
and how you could only see it with the eclipse. But it's like they wrote that down to show that there was about to be an apocalyptic thing that was about to happen. And I found that incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
And
especially after the year everyone's had.
The archaeologists said that there had to have been hundreds of thousands of people living in this area, and then one day just gone. Mm-hmm. So what happened to them? No one knows. And every day within the Amazon, they're finding more and more structures and roads to basically pointing evidence that at one point there was millions of people living in this region.
Yeah. Not just these tiny tribes.
Yeah.
Golly, man.
Very like technologically advanced too.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Jeez, that's scary because I mean, everyone just lives in their own time, right? Like we all just like assume this is just going to last forever. Civilizations end.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what is the end of this? What is it going to turn into?
What's crazy about the historic narrative though is everybody's, history books, teachers, education that we've all been through, everyone's so sure of a certain narrative, but like with the evolution of like LiDAR and all this stuff, they're realizing that there are so many, like we're saying, there's so many more cities, but how can you be so sure of a narrative when we're now discovering, I'm not saying the narrative is wrong. I'm just saying there are a ton of
new evidence.
There's a ton more information we have to factor into the problem. Like I just saw LiDAR was used in Mexico, and they just found an entire never before discovered in the jungle civilizations with like the foundations of like the pyramid type structures. But they said this whole area, they believe based on the evidence, held 50,000 people. And it's like, that's
crazy. That's
you don't
bigger
have
than
50,
any city.
Yeah, you don't have 50,000 people in an area with like primitive technology. Like you've got like food has to be figured out. You've got to be getting like, human byproduct out of the city. It was advanced for sure.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like when you're building a society, you can't be at that point where history's just ever evolving. We're figuring it out. You have to be like, okay, it's happened this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to keep doing because they have to build that. Like, that would take the government having so much humility to say, yeah, I don't know. Like, but we're going to figure this out together, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know.
People in power are typically very humble.
Yeah. So, like, that's the thing. It's like, it makes you wonder, like, what is the timeline of this all look like?
Yeah.
It's so wacky.
Another crazy thing, they went to where the Incas were.
Yeah.
It's like Machu Picchu and all that stuff.
So cool.
In Peru. And you can go there today and you see these giant megalith stones that are perfectly stacked together. Like, it almost looks like, some said it looks like they almost like melted into place.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even get like a piece of paper in between them.
Yeah.
And more and more discoveries are coming out. Archaeologists are making more discoveries that basically the Inca came upon this megalith walls and stuff. And like, it was already there. He talks about a lot in the docuseries or whatever. But what was crazy is that tradition, the Incas talk about before them, the one god man, the watcher star person that came down, had the ability to melt rock and place it into place. Like, melt it to where it could perfectly fit.
Yeah.
And then that made me think of when we talked about the Lizard City in LA.
Yeah.
How the Native Americans spoke of these people had the technology to melt rock and stuff.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
And like, but then
it was almost volcanic.
Yeah. And so, but he went all over the Americas. He even went to Easter Island, same kind of structure. In Egypt, same kind of structure, to where it literally looks like it was melted into place. And there was even a cave there. They call it the Serpent Cave in Peru, and it's perfectly carved out of the bedrock, and all of the walls are shiny, meaning like it was like the what do you call the where rock turns to glass?
I know what you're talking about.
It starts with a V.
Oh, I don't know.
I forget.
I don't know the word.
Viration.
Yeah, that's it.
Virilium.
Virinium.
Yep.
Igneous.
Yes, that's it, I think. But people are saying like, oh, well, that's because it's shiny like that because people have been touching it over time. The archaeologist is like, no. He's like, then every single hand would have had to touch every single part of this
that doesn't
tunnel.
make sense.
He's like, this was caused by a fast, extreme heat to carve this out. And we don't like the heat that you need is like the temperature of like the sun that you just direct it and carve it out perfectly. They even have like, I mean, it was perfect. There's like a snake like on the side, like it was carved like into the bedrock.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff.
But that's a weapon as well.
Yeah.
Talk about that city that we talked about next to Göbekli. Like,
yeah.
That just got wiped out in a second.
Yeah.
Dude, this is trippy, man. I don't know what to think of all this.
Volcanoes are just star people carving their way out of hollow earth.
Ooh, possibly. Seems
isn't that crazy though, man? Just like all these, just every little story, how it connects.
Yeah. It's weird how like similar it all is around the globe too. That's what keeps tripping me out.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Because if it was just like, okay, we're just in a like, you're just in an echo chamber. It's like, no, like these are legit people. Graham Hancock is like a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's on Netflix just saying this has no explanation.
It's crazy because a lot of these cultures, like at least from what I saw, like Easter Island, the Peruvians, the Incas, whatever, they talk about after this massive apocalypse that happened, there was a man that they showed as like a godlike figure that always traveled with like 7 people to go and teach the new technology of like how to regrow. And I'm like, that kind of sounds like Noah and his family, bro.
Yeah.
Like Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and his 3 daughters. But this story continues throughout like every culture. And it's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no explanation.
It's not even weird. The thing that makes it feel weird is how hard it is to accept that narrative compared to the one that we exist in. It's actually incredibly logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy just how much like fascination there is with like this, like the beginning of time and all that stuff, like atheist debates and stuff like that. But then when we ask questions just about weird things like this, like it's immediately, no, stop. Because anything that's supernatural, you can't explain. But it's like it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's just absolutely
that's
just
the one
mind-boggling.
thing. That's the one thing that kind of bums me out about Graham Hancock is that like he's so close like if you were just to add the supernatural element,
Yeah.
I think his whole paradigm would shift. Like, I mean, like,
and he would have
he's
so many
thinking-
answers.
yeah, he's thinking in such like a logical sense, and he does like the whole ayahuasca.
I was
thing,
about
and,
to
like,
say, what kind of deception is he under though? After like going through that many experiences,
he talks about the ayahuasca on that show.
Yeah.
and he like
Yeah.
shows how they make it and like what it does, and, like the access of the DMT, and like the Amazonian people. It's literally two elements. It's the ayahuasca root and then this leaf. And either or, if you took it by themselves, wouldn't do anything. It's only combining them that you get the full DMT trip. So like, how were they taught that? They were told that the person, it was a lady that called like the like Mother God. That's what they like basically call her. She came and showed the people how to make this. So when she left, it would be the way that they could communicate with her.
Oh no.
And he talks about
think
these
it's-
entities that teach the people things when they take this ayahuasca.
Yeah. And I guarantee one of the things that you have to reject is God.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like there's people that just refuse to believe it.
Which goes further down the thing of like the Watchers, and like they taught root cutting, and like why did they teach root cutting and all
Yeah.
that stuff? And it's like, because I fully believe that there is a realm that you can access by taking like DMT and stuff like that. That is
So I wonder,
No bueno.
is there a connection, a way to communicate through every work that they taught?
What do you mean? What?
Like, I mean, you taught root cutting. So like the other things.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they
Oh,
taught,
that's
like,
that's an interesting.
Is
yeah.
there, with everything that they taught them, if they have that written down, like the things that were
Oh
taught,
yeah, that would be interesting.
like subjects at least, or the way, like different categories, are they able to communicate or pervert that thing into a way to do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I can't remember the things that they listed out.
It was like creating like weaponry, like swords and stuff. There's like the beautification of like beads and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Root cutting.
You mean gems? Don't take away my gems.
And then what was it was like it was like alchemy of sorts, or I forget.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up.
Anyways,
That's scary, man.
it's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Graham Hancock and just be like, just think of this side, because it all connects.
Yeah, he would get so many answers. I think that's. I mean, there's story after story of scientists who literally just devote their life to that.
Yeah.
To that do that work, and then suddenly they start realizing, oh my goodness, God explains so much. A creator of this universe makes so much more sense.
It's kind of ironic with Graham Hancock, because he's so fed up with like the narrative that these archaeologists are saying. It's like, why can't you just open your mind and think about the possibilities? Because there's a lot of evidence pointing towards that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're kind of doing the same.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, you're not able to, or you're not willing to fully explore, like, hey, maybe this whole narrative, this whole ancient civilization, star people, technology, all this stuff, could that not have been derived from fallen angels?
Yep.
So
You know?
does he look at it like, with all of his theories and everything, he looks at it as just a very blunt, matter-of-fact way, like nothing supernatural or like in a non-religious
Very
kind of
non-religious. Yeah.
But in a way, it's his own hedonism, because I think he's very proud of his ability to figure it out. So I think he's like leaning on his own intelligence, and it's a very like human centered. I can figure this out. We did it.
I do love the work that he's doing though. Just for like,
I love Graham Hancock.
The exploration.
Yeah.
And like, I love someone who asks questions and pushes the conversation. Like, that's all good stuff that needs to happen.
And that's how you discover things, is that you have different opinions and like different people researching the topic, and then you will probably come out with the right answer.
And you're open-minded as well. It's like
No,
you're
I'm not, no.
You're watching that show, and
Yeah.
you're like, if he made a point like that made you think, you would sit down and think about that. Like,
Yeah.
Like, man, I actually haven't thought about that spiritually. But it's, I mean, we hit that all the time.
You're right.
We got a new gong, everybody.
What'd you call me?
Crazy stuff, man. Ancient civilizations. What are you gonna do about it?
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's
Yeah.
dive in, everybody.
We're raised with ancient civilization.
Ancient civilization, Inca Mayan. I'm a Mayan. You're a Mayan. I'm Macarena.
See, this is why I didn't put on the jacket.
Why?
Dude, because I said like, every time you guys start talking about this kind of stuff, I start sweating.
Speaking of sweating, we got that. Don't go anywhere.
Yo, Cory.
Yo, Andy.
Yo, what's up? Hey, we're in a club right now. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about Sunday Cool T-shirts.
Sunday pool what?
T-shirts and custom merchandise.
Oh, that's sick, dude. That's
dude,
wonderful.
Look at this shirt.
Whoa, Josh, you're killing it. Look at him go.
What?
You're killing it.
I can't hear you in this club.
All right. All right. Hey,
I'm sorry. All I'm thinking about is Sunday Cool, though.
Oh, Sunday Cool, though.
Yeah.
He's talking about Sunday Cool
Hey,
as well.
look at this shirt and hat. This stuff is from Sunday Cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Look how cool this is.
Where'd you get those stickers?
I got these stickers of Sunday Cool.
Where'd you get that hat?
Sunday Cool.
No, I'm an only child.
I got this from Sunday Cool too.
No, be positive, actually. I just donated.
I got this from Sunday Cool. Serve others.
What's the website?
SundayCool.com/tees.
I think it's just SundayCool.com.
I think pretty sure it's SundayCool.com.
I think it's just SundayCool.com.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to get out of here?
I like this. Hey, you want to go back to my place? We can play Dungeons & Dragons or something.
I think I'm having a panic attack. I don't like crowds.
Really?
And I don't like loud music.
Honestly, I'm really paranoid.
I'm kind of freaking out.
Are you with them? Who's following
Y'all
us?
are nuts. Y'all are nuts.
Cory named the band. I want to see how young you are.
Nickelback.
Nice.
Oh, far away
All right,
for far too long.
Let's go again.
Are you gonna give me lyrics or no?
Honey, why you calling me?
Avenged Sevenfold.
That's Hinder, baby, dude. Hinder, dude.
Let's see. Let's.
Chasing Cars.
Oh man, I thought that was like, hear the bell, hear the bell, hear the school, hear the bell. It's what you do to me.
Hey there, Delilah.
Oh, it's what you do to me.
I gotta get more difficult.
You got to get an electric guitar so you could just like start
He's got
ripping some Metallica.
Like several back here.
Smoke on the Water.
What? That's interesting.
No,
maybe.
You know what?
Speaking of like that era, dude, have you seen the end of was it Infinity War, the Avengers movie, where they swap it out with I Am Iron Man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen like where they. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, the edit for it.
They missed the opportunity on that. That would have been epic.
He was dying though, so like it wasn't like the.
He was entering death.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been very. It would have been like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, if you had to switch the song, what would you put in there?
Probably I'm Yours by Jason Mraz.
I just died in Thanos storm tonight.
Hey man, it's been 45 minutes.
What?
It's been 45 minutes. Where have you been?
How's it?
It's been 45 minutes.
It's been 45 years.
I saw a thing. It has only been like 1 hour and 15 minutes in the Interstellar universe since the movie came out. I just wanted to
on the
let you know that.
Miller's Planet.
An hour and 15?
Yeah, Miller's Planet with the big waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I hate on that movie a lot, but that was a dope scene.
Yeah.
Those aren't mountains.
Yeah, dude,
that's a wave.
I wish I sent
every
it.
click.
Yeah.
Every click is a day.
That's so sad. Dude, that's the type of stuff that really gets to me. I don't know why. In movies, like time lost because of dumb mistakes like that would send me over the edge, I feel like, in a horror movie or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's too much. Tear my leg off. Don't make me lose 30 years on Earth.
But then when you come back, you have 2 legs.
I'm sorry, man.
Four legs.
I saw something the other day, and I really wish I saved it because I feel like you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
What?
Speaking of known, go ahead. Sorry.
It was like some kind of road but it was like slanted rocks. Like it was like road width, but it was just like slanted rocks, and it went for like miles. It's somewhere in Europe, I think. But
a slanted road?
It was like a road.
Yeah.
But it was like rocks. It was like these perfectly placed slanted rocks.
Like bricks almost, but they're like
for like miles, and they were like
weird.
This isn't being talked about, but it's like one of those.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw that too the other day. You know what they say? Rome built a road in a day.
That's what they've always said. Yeah.
They had a really good construction crew.
Have you seen those? I think they have them in Japan now, where it's like pads that you press down. Like I look at you all the time.
I'm kidding.
Listen, you would understand this. Am I speaking?
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have pads where you're walking.
It's such a good
on
idea.
the streets, and it's literally energizing. It's creating whatever that kinetic energy or whatever that is.
Ooh.
And it's just
science,
baby. It's nuts.
No, it makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Like, why not do it with roads?
Yeah.
Like, not just walkways.
Did you see
Even speed bumps?
Japan just broke the record with the fastest internet speed?
Oh, they did that a while ago. Like this year, but
it was like
you would know. You would. Japan's top news.
I forget how fast it was. They said it was like 50 million terabytes or something like that. Or no. Whatever trillion terabytes. I forget.
I just remember the number was bigger than my brain could comprehend.
They said you could download 50,000 movies in 1 second.
The transfer is like instant.
I guarantee my Netflix would still buffer. Not a doubt.
Does that not scare you guys?
Yeah, it does.
Like when you see like all of these insane technological things, it scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like. We're gonna be floating around. Like what's that one movie where you just like plug in, like you're just like me and you, but then like we plug in to like this computer and then you live life.
Matrix?
No.
Oh.
It's like some movie.
I don't know.
But like you plug into this computer or something and you live life.
Is there an agent in it?
Virtually.
Do they take pills?
I mean, I didn't watch the whole movie.
I know
Are they like really good at dodging bullets and stuff?
No. No, it was new age. It was new age.
I think it's a show where they
Black Mirror?
No, it sounded like Severance, but no.
Or Ready Player One?
Yes, ooh, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
That looks, I mean, that's not far off. People are already doing that.
Dude, I'm not going to use it as my reel, but I saw a clip where there's like a new AI robot thing, but it's like a humanoid, like Vascal. That thing is terrifying. So it's like all muscle fibers, and it like can actually articulate like a human.
Yeah, and if you stab it, it actually like sprays juice or whatever.
Oh,
so
I didn't see that. I just saw the thing moving.
Dude, it's so scary.
I hate looking at it.
And the skin they put on it that makes it look like human skin.
The one I just
like,
saw was white.
Yeah, they have a whole video on it, and they have like it's like a tight latex skin type of material that they have on it, and it looks so scary. I'm not ready for this.
Isn't like Tesla making like an iRobot robot?
That's
like similar.
These definitely don't seem as advanced. These ones are a lot. I mean,
these just look like hardware. Like it needs AI to get plugged into it, but it seems more capable as far as like movement goes.
Did you see how they also made it to where it wasn't as strong for fear of it hurting someone?
No, but I still picking up kettlebells and stuff.
Well, they made it to where it's like maximum like lift strength is like 50 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Just so if there's a case where it like grabbed someone, it couldn't like kill them.
Well, it takes like 8 pounds of pressure to collapse a trachea. So
that's
okay. So like,
glad you know that.
Glad
you know that.
If a car falls on me, I'm like, dude, please help me.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna take off Andrew anytime soon.
You know it's gonna be like a software update though. They're like you can lift 1,000 pounds.
That's what it's like hydraulics from like a full size truck.
Just put him down. Unplug him.
That's terrifying.
Speaking of robots, question corner with Cory, where the questions are fresh on his mind.
I feel like we need like a little steam, like when you hit that, like we just get clouded in.
Steam. Or a sauna, so we just have some rocks, we just pour water.
People would cut into the shorts and think we're all high.
Yeah.
which we're not.
No.
Well, why'd you do that? Now we're
to let them know that we're not.
Okay, you'd be like the worst person to drive, like get stopped in a cop with. By the way, we have no fentanyl in the car. Okay,
I didn't ask.
Just letting you know up front.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the animal theme.
Okay.
Last time, everyone pause here. If you can remember my last question, you get a prize. Yep. Last time I asked, what animal would you ride? You said Komodo dragon.
Yes, and I won.
Now it's going to be for functional and just dream purposes. Like, what would you, if you could choose one animal, what would you morph into? Like, if you're just like scared or something, you change into this animal.
You could choose that anytime you want to, when you want to.
Yeah, transform. It's just like the Ben 10 thing.
Okay.
Like, what animal can you change into?
You got to think, like, what's something that's not going to be super obvious? Do my clothes evaporate with me? Or do my clothes just fall to the ground?
No, it's not like Hulk. They come back.
Okay, cool. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not like naked when I transform out of like from a...
You should choose a marine animal.
I like choose something saltwater and I jump into a lake. Oh no!
I would do like a hawk or something.
Oh, that's sick.
That's good.
Because then it's just like flying, man.
Everyone loves hawks.
Like, you could fly somewhere.
It's lame.
I know it's lame. I know.
A hawk? Come on. All
An
right,
ant.
Find me now.
So I can bite you. You be any animal and bite me. I know, but an ant is annoying.
It's going to be really annoying. I'm going to get you when you least expect
I'm going to go in between your toes.
Ah!
Little Wyatt there.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man. What would be a great animal to turn into?
I think I'm going parrot.
Golly.
Or like a talking bird, so I wouldn't lose the ability to communicate.
But then you can turn right back.
Yeah, but like, what if you want to be able to like go in places and have...
I want to be something where if you transform into it, like you create a story everywhere you go. I'm going to be I'm going to be at the zoo and I'm going to transform into an animal that's at the zoo and then run around and then jump out and change.
My first thought was bull shark.
Bull shark.
And then you suffocate.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't say it. It was like you're limited
honestly,
to...
Final answer, ostrich.
That's left field.
I mean, just imagine the prank. Like, imagine you're in bed and you're like, you just wake up because you hear some footsteps and I'm just all flared up, dude. Winged out.
Dude, I think people every year, there's a statistic, people die from ostriches. I think they're very aggressive.
No, they headbutt like crazy and they'll kick.
Yeah.
I think
That's some strong feet,
it's a pretty
dude.
nuts animal.
Also, they're just the funniest animal to see running.
Yeah.
Because they just they flop, they flop. And I feel like, so like you see an ostrich running, hilarious. And it's helpful because it's quick.
Super agile.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, you're a parrot.
I'm a parrot, dude.
You're a parrot. What are you doing?
Well, he chose like the hawk thing, so I'm not going to say peregrine falcon because that would be too cool.
Is that the one that like crashes real hard?
It's like the one that goes like 200 miles an hour straight down.
Dude, and just like kills bunnies. Just like
I think I'm going flying squirrel.
Nice.
That actually
just so I get a little airtime, but also
you could be like on the
hands.
Shelves and stuff like that. That'd be fun to do.
Dude, everyone
Dexterity.
Everyone loves a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone who does not like flying squirrels.
They see an ostrich, they're probably going to shoot it with a shotgun if it's getting out of control. But a little baby flying squirrel, they're probably going to be fine with.
Dude, my neighbor, he's a lineman. He just found 4 baby squirrels or flying squirrels. Took them home, feeding them milk.
Nice.
Feeding them milk.
And
Milk.
Cory lives in Ontario. So if you're looking up where his neighbor is, because people actually lose their pets like that.
Is it illegal?
Yeah.
Flying squirrels are illegal to own.
Yeah, you can't take stuff from the wild in your house.
Yeah, I was just kidding, by the way.
Dude, there's
a lot of things I need
just
to get
nursing
rid of,
it to health.
Kat Von D had like I think she had some type of like, it was like a squirrel or something like that, and the government, someone called because she was like sharing pictures of it on her Instagram. People literally showed. I was like, get your own life. If a person wants to own a squirrel and they're having fun, the squirrel can leave anytime it wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's someone in town who rehabilitated a raccoon, and it like actually bonded to her, like doesn't act wild at all.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
she still has it, and she's like, I literally can't post photos. Like they'll come and.
Turns out it was just a kid. It's just going to first grade now.
Nationwide? Because I know people have pet raccoons.
There's different states have different rules.
Yeah.
Listen, God gave us dominion over animals.
Exactly.
That could be He literally, God
to eat,
who created us.
Release Tiger King.
He says you have dominion over all things that crawl on the earth and that swim in the ocean.
Yep.
And that fly in the sky.
That's why I support that chimp crazy lady.
He used crawl.
Yeah.
It's a good adjective.
Yeah, he said it in English too, I think.
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
With an accent.
The Jewish accent.
Well, technically, he would know all languages, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I was talking with Josh a couple of days ago, I feel like, and then we got on the subject of baby Jesus. Do you think because he couldn't speak for a moment, right?
That we know of.
Like his first 2 years, was he speaking or was he immediately super progressed?
I think,
and also because if that's the thing, if there was a time where Jesus wasn't able to speak, could he still access all of the knowledge that Jesus would have?
Was he all knowing?
So is he seeing into other times and realms and spaces and knowing the future? All this stuff, I don't understand that part of it as much. I don't think.
I don't know, man.
I think that's fascinating, though.
I mean, we know he came to have the human experience and to be a God who relates to us and our pain and all the experiences we go through. So very much he experienced a human life. But I think it would be heretical to say he was at any point not all powerful and not
that's
all
the
knowing.
Tough thing.
So it is a conundrum of sorts for our finite minds.
And what made me think of that is because Cameron here, who has the kid Theo, his eyes, and he said his eyes are just so big for his head, and he's just always super surprised looking. And then his dad said it's like he's always seeing a ghost. And I'm like, imagine if a kid could see into the other realm and they're just constantly seeing ghosts, but they can't communicate it.
Yeah,
that's so scary.
That's really scary.
It's like sleep paralysis all the time. Help! It's like I don't understand. You're like,
oh, hey, give us a beat. Yeah.
What?
Andrew's got a reel.
And he's going to show us
right now.
When?
Right now.
Oh, okay. I bet. There's no way you didn't add beats to that. That's insane.
Yeah, that seems
that was way too long.
I have not.
That's a lie, dude.
You guys remember Pirates of the Caribbean, the Kraken, and it's got that gross mouth when it eats?
Yeah.
So I found what inspired that. Mouths actually look like that. Have you ever seen? I said
your mom. Just kidding.
What?
Nothing. It was dumb.
All right, I'm setting.
I didn't hear anything.
I said, have you ever seen? I said, your mom.
It's sending. So
dumb.
Started this out. Just a reminder.
Instagram what?
No, I'm texting it to all y'all.
Okay.
Just a reminder what it looks like.
So dumb. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2. Did you add the music?
Yeah. So it looks like that weird thing, but that's actually from the inside of a parrot's mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I unplugged it. I thought it was over.
Nope.
You?
That's the
you.
And that is their tongue.
Oh my goodness! I've never seen that in my life, dude. That is gross.
Oh my gosh! What?
It's called a brush tongue. That's the end of a parrot's tongue, dude.
How have we never seen that before?
35 years of my life and not known that.
And you want to be a parrot?
Why would you choose parrot?
Yeah, you chose parrot knowing that information.
I want to know how good food tastes when you have that kind of dexterity.
Could you imagine just on a first date with somebody and then they're just like, so, where are you from? And then just me a brush tongue, dude.
Share ice cream. Hey, can I have a bite?
No!
Yikes. I don't like that. I hate parrots.
That makes me so sad now. Every time I look at a parrot, I'm not going to be able to oh, you innocent creature. It's like, no, you are spawn of
literally
Satan.
so they're like mineral deposits, those teeth down the throat, but it helps them with digestion. I think it helps stuff move down. So they have teeth in their throats and a tongue that stabs and grabs.
Teeth in my throat.
Tiny grabs.
I actually hate parrots now. Thank you.
I truly don't like that.
I would love one for a pet, but not now.
I wish we had like a local like animal store or something like where we could bring stuff in here, because I would have definitely called and had someone walk a parrot in after that.
And you're just gonna like rip its beak apart. Look at it.
Speaking of teeth in your throat,
Yeah.
did you guys hear about that girl that got stuck upside down in that little cave?
No.
She's cave exploring? Spelunking?
No, it wasn't technically a cave, I don't think. It was just this big crevasse, like on these two boulders. She dropped her phone, and she was reaching for it, upside down, stuck.
Dude, this is silly putty all over again. The putty cave.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she was stuck upside down for 7 hours. And they were able to get a crew in there and push the rocks far apart enough to get her out, but it like took forever.
So scary.
7 hours upside down.
Doing?
Dude, that's straight up panic.
And she didn't get her phone.
No way.
No.
Oh, that's a terrible story.
Yeah.
That's dude.
That's literally my worst fear.
You know,
not my worst fear, but that's one of my worst fears.
Every time you exhale, you know you're sinking further into that crack, and then you can't inhale the same as before.
I would freak out. I would die from a panic attack.
Did you see the clip? There's a girl who was like,
"What?"
I could just imagine. It would be like a silent thing too. Like you wouldn't be straight. It would just be like an internal panic.
Dying inside.
Dude, there's a story like that. It doesn't end happy at all.
No, the two climbers, right?
No, it's a story of this kid who was getting like his baseball mitt out of his minivan. No joke. Gets to the back third seat. There's the window for the back of the car. The glove's down there. He reaches down. The seat unlocks, unhitches, and so he pushes himself, and so he's pinned. The kid's upside down pinned, and it's a really sad story because he super smart. I think he was like 13 years old. Says, "Hey Siri, call the police." Calls the police and everything. And you can hear it. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Whoa, no, sir.
Hey now.
But that's good to know it works. But that's exactly
everybody's phone just won't go off.
And it's sadly like you can hear they released the dispatcher. She's like, "Hello," and she's like,
"Did he not make it?"
No, dude.
Oh.
He called twice, and he was just like, "Help! I'm stuck. I'm in a green van in this parking lot." The police officer literally drove around, didn't check. They didn't take him seriously at all.
Oh my god!
People lost their jobs and everything like that.
I would hope so.
Dude,
that's psycho.
Yeah, and then that's how he died, and it was like from suffocating. It was so sad, but it's helped out a lot with just he was just a great example for what you're supposed to do in cases like that. But golly,
speaking of dispatch,
yeah,
did you see that the lady that was being assaulted like in the woods, and she called dispatch and she's like, "I would like to order a pizza."
I did.
And dispatch is like, "This isn't pizza."
Oh,
and
that's like code.
She said, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
And she explained the whole situation, like ordering pizza, and they came out there and they saved her.
Yeah, because they're like, "Wait, are you not able to talk right now?" They're like, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Yeah, we'll do 2 larges." And she's like, "Okay, what's your address?" And they give the address. Dude, that's so smart.
Yeah.
Golly, dude. Oh, that stuff is so scary. I can't imagine being it. Like I thought about like that'd be a cool like job just having like in the evening to serve your
much
community.
pressure, dude.
But the pressure, the trauma that comes with that, I can't. I would love to talk to somebody who's done that.
Dude, it's like that
That'd be
movie.
crazy.
They made a movie about that.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, it's a lady dispatcher.
Oh yeah, that's Halle Berry.
Oh yeah.
And the girl
call.
she was in the car. She's like dumped the paint out, put the light out and stuff.
Yeah, that one was intense.
You know what randomly popped in my head the other day? Remember that movie Phone Booth?
Dude, I thought about that this weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah, because it's I'll have to remember what made me think of it because I was watching a movie.
I was watching something too, and I'm like, "Oh, what about that movie Phone Booth?"
Oh yeah, because I was watching it because there was this movie that had a guy that was using just phone calls. It was Joyride. He was that truck driver. He was using a CB radio, but he had a very distinct voice. But then that made me think of Phone Booth because it's Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, from 24.
Yeah.
And it's like his voice is so perfect for that movie.
Yeah,
so intense. If no one's seen Phone Booth, you got to watch it.
Speaking of movies, though, I did watch Civil War, A24 film. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Did you see it?
No.
Not yet.
Very good. I think you would like it a lot.
Dude, the marketing just set the movie up terribly.
Yeah.
They could have completely filmed it differently.
Dude, marketing for a movie is the hardest thing. Like, I want to talk about the film, but like, you can't give everything away because then no one wants to see the movie.
You have to set the tone right.
It's like
you made it seem like the most epic war movie that's ever going to exist. Like, finally, we're getting like, what would happen if this United States split open? But it was literally just about photojournalism and that relationship between these women. Like,
so it wasn't like a war movie at all.
No, it included a lot of great action,
war scenes in it. Yeah,
but it just wasn't. That wasn't the story.
It's about women.
There's women in it.
It's okay. You can watch it. He doesn't support women. It's fine.
Yeah, I give it like a 9 out of 10.
Oh,
truly.
wow.
Yeah.
It was so beautifully
for
shot.
what it was. Like, because you have no context of like how they even got in this scenario, like why there is a civil war, but
which is kind of fun because then like that's not very realistic. It's like
but
it doesn't pick.
But actually, like imagine this. Imagine everything goes south. The grid goes down, like just to make it a realistic thing. But you'd literally, as different groups come in or you travel out, you'd be getting to places with no idea what's gone on and what's caused things to set up. So kind of a realistic perspective.
It's not for the faint of heart either.
Yeah,
so
there's a scene where they have it in the trailer, I think, too, where it's like, there's a whole revolution happening, and then they go to a small town that's like, we're ignoring it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's like everything's normal. But then in other cities, like you have just people hanging and stuff like that. It's just nuts.
Is this like a new age film, or is it like
this is like you could
what's
say
the time frame?
Like
Future.
our time
Current,
almost.
future.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2026.
You said Civil War. I was thinking about like the Civil War,
Which after who won the presidency
would never happen
Shouldn't
because of the
happen.
good leadership.
Or could it?
Because maybe
the leadership.
Because they did deserve to win.
Some would say.
Some would say the opposite.
Some would say the opposite. We'll find out. Let's make predictions. Not on who won.
Yeah, how was the climate in America this Friday?
This is
today?
what's freaking me out, okay? Because they always hint at stuff within the news and stuff of like, well, I have a real fear of this. I have a real fear of that, of this is going to happen. And it's like, well, then it does happen.
Yeah.
And they're talking about that. Oh my gosh, dude. It was like, I saved the clip. It was like something like, it looked like a movie. Like the UN, like there's all these world leaders sitting around a table. Oh man, where is it?
You see Trump talk about a secret?
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
I'll play that audio. That's kind of crazy.
Look up who Citadel Ken Griffin is. But basically,
he's a baseball player, the junior.
Sounds scary.
Let me just send it to you guys real quick.
He is the American hedge fund manager, entrepreneur, and investor, founder, CEO, and co-chief investment officer of Citadel LLC.
Citadel CEO.
Worth $43 billion.
So it was a panel at the Saudi Arabia's Future Investment Initiative Summit. That's a mouthful. But he's like, we're expecting Donald Trump to win. And he's talking about, but there's going to be things that happen after that we need to prepare for. And it's like, but that's what a lot of people were saying, that if Trump went, which we'll find out when this comes out, you know, but they're talking about like a huge uprising, this unrest, and like this side, the Democrats are going to blame the Republicans for voter stuff, and the Republicans are going to blame the Democrats, or like it's going to be just not fun, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what freaked me out the most about the Civil War movie, is like how realistic it is. Like, it wasn't very far-fetched. Like,
no, you didn't have to suspend your belief at all, really. Like, it's like, okay, I can see this is like a realistic thing. They played it super well.
Yeah.
I don't know. That gas station
scene
was the gas scene.
That was intense.
So scary.
That was so scary.
The scariest thing to me, and I'm not going to say who it was, but people I know with connections to military, like strong suited, talking about gun, they're like buy guns, stock up, don't fear, but be ready,
be prepared.
Well, yeah. Okay, I don't want to
listen to this. You can go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, it was like the whole setting up the narrative and stuff. It is very weird that Biden and Kamala just got past that law or whatever that the U.S. military can now use lethal force on citizens. This is the first time in U.S. history that this has been allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're saying that
under what circumstances?
I think it applied to assisting.
If they say so.
Assisting police officers.
So if it's like a martial law kind of thing, U.S. military can now use lethal force on civilians if there's riots, whatever, assisting police officers. And it's just like, that's not, why are we doing that right now?
Yeah.
Like right before, like.
Yeah.
You know what they say.
I don't like it, man. That's the thing. It's like, to me, it feels like nothing's going to happen, but then there's always that in the back of your mind. Like, what if it just all hits the fan? Like, you know, what if it goes crazy?
It's crazy because, like, back 2016, like, they were like, oh, this is going to happen. Like, you know, so it's like, it's so weird because it feels like we've been on a cliffhanger of, like, all the negativeness.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, do you really believe it, or are they just trying to, like, overinflate an issue so you, like, it's all propaganda and all that kind of stuff, but, like, at the same time, it's like, it could.
Yeah.
Dude, I talk about him all the time. I'm sorry, Lily, she's called me out for it. But Mike Glover, this is a tweet he put out 22 hours ago, his prediction. And this is someone whose YouTube channel was taken down. He was arrested. He's been released. Long story, but no convictions landed. He does prepping, and they called him a terrorist. He's not. Sean Ryan knows him. Like, a lot of these guys that we trust in podcasting. Anyways, so that's setting it up. He says Trump will win. Dems won't accept it. Violence and unrest break out. News promotes as unheard patriots. The country teeters on civil war.
Cool. Here's an issue I have. Everyone stop thinking that one politician is going to save your life.
Yeah, it's a hard issue at this point.
Yeah,
it's a system that we've set up.
Just be good people, like, you know, love Jesus,
please. All right, listen to this. This is what Donald Trump said.
We got to get the congressmen elected, and we got to get the senators elected, because we can take the Senate pretty easily. And I think with our little secret, we're going to do really well with the House, right? Our little secret is having a big impact. He and I have a secret. We'll tell you what it is when the race is over.
Don't know what that.
So, hopefully we know what that secret is.
By now?
By now.
Yeah.
We do know by now.
Does that mean whether he wins or loses?
I don't know, man.
Gosh.
I just get the heebie-jeebies about what's happening in the United States. Yeah. The divisiveness, I don't know, man.
And why do we do it? Well, listen, let's do politics at the beginning of the year. Let's have elections at the beginning of the year because it ruins the vibe of the Christmas vibe.
Yeah, for real. Thanksgiving and Christmas.
What are we doing? It just has ruined just the whole feel-good feeling. It's like it's just this imminent dread that's always looming.
Yeah, I've got people in my family voting both ways. So anytime I get together, it's like, no one bring it up. No one bring it up.
I did like what JD Vance said on that one interview where he's like, if you have friends and family that your relationships are ruined because of who they vote for, he said, you're doing it wrong. He's like, that should never be the case.
Yeah.
He said, I even have friends that aren't voting for me, but they're still my friends. He's like, this stuff should never control your life like this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. We have to understand it is your belief. It is your choice to live however you want. And if you have questions, guess what? I will happily share Jesus with you.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it is your life.
Also, your vote doesn't even matter because it's all rigged.
Give up.
Yo, what's crazy with like all of the hate and everything you see on like TV and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's like at least me personally, I don't like experience any of that on a daily basis.
No.
Like, I've never met someone who has just like been so off kilter of normal that it's like you're a serious issue.
Well,
they're everywhere on the news. Like, I don't know where they find these people.
That's the propaganda, dude. That's why the news is blatantly dividing people.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, because your normal day, like you go somewhere and the majority of people don't talk about politics, you know, because
normal people don't talk. Like, yeah, like unless you're ordering food or something, it's just like, dude, I don't talk to anybody.
That's not normal, Corey.
Like I could go through my entire day, not at work, but like an entire day of just being out running errands or whatever. I don't want to talk to a single person.
Corey, you need
everyone just needs to stop talking.
That's just normal.
You hear something really, really kind of weird?
I'm begging for it.
All right, let me find the article. Here it is. All right, so when this comes out, it would have been 2 weeks ago, but there was a group of people that built an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant, which seems like we're talking about the Ark of the Covenant every episode now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's okay.
It is okay.
It's topical, and it's really strange what's happening.
So, you know the Ark of the Covenant, right?
I could use just like a short summary, but yes, I do know, but just for the viewers.
Yeah, for the viewers. So it's basically this golden box that was created in the Old Testament that the Israelites traveled with, and wherever the Ark of the Covenant was, that's where God's glory was. So like when they're in the wilderness, by day there would be a pillar of smoke that would fall or come from the Ark that the Israelites would follow, and at night it would be a pillar of fire. It was very holy.
Yep. Very sacred. Like it held the presence of God. Like it's
So basically within it, I believe it's like a basket of manna, which is that bread that God sent down for the Israelites. I believe it's the 10 Commandments, and
staff, right?
The staff of was it staff of Moses?
How big was this covenant to fit a staff?
Decently big.
Okay,
but took multiple people to carry it.
Or was it Aaron's staff?
I'm looking it up. I thought it was Aaron's.
Either way,
Aaron's rod. Yeah.
Okay. So very sacred, and it's been like the whole stories of like the Old Testament, like the armies of Israel would literally bring it into battle and win battles. Like
just
it was
from this covenant.
It was God's power, God's glory that rested with this ark.
Yeah.
But recently this team spent 3 years building a replica of the Ark of the Covenant using real gold.
Because it's missing. They don't know exactly where it's at.
What do they?
Like
we don't know.
That's one thing.
But
like, it's common. Like everyone believes it is a mystery of where it's located. There's some people that believe they know where it's at. But ever since.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Thousands of years it's been lost.
So like tons of, it's like gold plated, all this stuff.
How did they build a replica if it's been lost for thousands of years?
It's described
in the Old Testament like very much in detail.
Oh, okay.
So they were able to make it. But it's now in Israel, going from city to city, like being displayed. This team took them 3 years to make. The chief architect, which is so weird, this is where it starts getting suspicious to me, chooses to remain anonymous. He doesn't want his name associated with the Ark of the Covenant that he built.
That's odd.
But there's just these some of the quotes from this article, and we'll put the article in the description so you guys can read it too. But this one guy, when talking about the Ark, this is a quote he said. Oh wait, where is it? Sorry. So they put the Torah, which is the Hebrew Bible, like the Old Testament basically, in the Ark of the Covenant. They just did that. And he said, quote, "When we finally got the Torah delivered to us, it was this morning, and it was at the city of David. When that Torah was put in this ark, it became weaponized." Don't know what that means. Did not elaborate on it.
Probably meaning like the power and glory of God.
Yeah.
Like all of the pieces together.
But it's not the real ark, you know?
So is it like a Ouija board of type of thing?
But then he says, there is going to be a force that is absolutely so powerful that it's going to be something we've seen in the movies, but for good.
We could use that for good. Really good power. We like that.
Imagine on election night, the winner rolls out with the Ark of the Covenant.
Dude.
We got big plans.
That'll terrify me.
We're bunkering down, honey.
Pyrotechnics coming behind it.
That's so interesting, though, to me that it was lost.
It still is lost.
No, I know, but like how?
Well, they're saying that I think it was when the Babylonians, when they basically took over Israel, that people within Israel hid the Ark of the Covenant, and it's never been found since. But some people think it has been found. Some people think that there's people that are still guarding it to this day, possibly in Ethiopia. Like there's a bunch of rumors. We even talked about the CIA might know where it is.
They hit it really well then.
Yeah.
There's a document on their actual website about them locating the Ark of the Covenant, like seeing it.
The CIA's?
Yeah.
This was probably the strangest part of this whole story. Do you know where this replica of the Ark of the Covenant was, or where it was staying at for 8 months before they brought it to Israel?
Guess the craziest location, the most specific crazy location that you would be like, this, it would never happen. It would never be there.
Antarctica.
Trump's house. Mar-a-Lago.
No joke.
It was in Trump's house for 8 months before it was brought to Israel.
Is that the secret?
They just blow right past that. Why was it there?
Of all places. Florida. Why?
It's just weird. And I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything weird.
No, it's just
a weird connection.
In the past 8 months, it's been in Florida.
Yeah.
Hurricane.
We've had a pretty good year.
Except all the hurricanes.
No, I know, but like personally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's blessing our company. Hey, the views have been up. It's been great.
That is insane.
I don't know what to make of it.
But it seems like it's fake. It seems like that obviously can't be true. But why would he have any interest in that?
I don't know.
I think he's religious though.
We don't know.
No one knows.
Here's my whole thing. Like, it's very the person who made it doesn't want to be recognized, and if you've got the actual thing, it would do well of you to talk about making a fake.
Yeah,
it's just weird. I mean, I consider myself spiritual, but I would never just want the Ark of the Covenant at my house.
No, that'd be scary.
So it's like, no matter how spiritual the dude is, it's a weird thing. Red flag. 8 months. I don't understand what you're doing.
I try to be so careful with how I talk about this.
It's just strange.
It's weird.
It's just a weird thing to have, like at the retirement home or like
if you
a bunch of golf courses. There's like, is that the Ark at the? Is that?
It doesn't
it's like
matter.
in the most random spot of all time. People just don't know what it is. They like walk by it.
It's just a coaster. People are just putting it. Just.
I truly don't care how anyone voted. Just looking at face value, that's strange.
Oh, that's 100%. That's the only
reason
reason
they're talking about like, oh, it's weaponized. Now the things that are going to happen with this Ark of the Covenant, it's going to be like the movies of like the power that it's going to bring. And it's like, oh, where was it before it came to Israel? It was in Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
There's got to be some like logistical reason.
I'm just imagining like Mar-a-Lago being mentioned in like the prophecies or the Revelation inside Revelation. Like this is like in Mar-a-Lago. like what?
What does Mar-a-Lago mean in Hebrew?
It means I'm trying to think of something.
Direct correlation. What is it, Andy?
Home of
the Antichrist. Just kidding.
Home of the orange.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's weird.
No, it would be a great question to ask him during an interview.
Yeah.
Like I would
love to get him on the podcast and be like, dude, why did you have that there?
Hey, he's doing a tour.
I know. We sent him an email. We sent both teams an email.
Isn't there like
There's no way about
a Bible land in Orlando somewhere?
A what?
Like
a Holy Land.
Holy Land.
There is the Holy Land.
Is that what it is?
I want to do. Can ninjas just please buy that place? And that'd be our studio.
Yeah.
I want Pilot's office.
Okay. All right. Here's another weird thing.
Wild times.
Did you guys hear about that Jamie Foxx thing?
Jamie Foxx thing.
Yep.
Okay. Apparently he's coming out with a Netflix special and so it's been recorded already. It's not out yet. And so obviously he's doing better. He's out of the hospital. You remember when he was like in a coma and stuff for like 20 days?
Yeah.
No.
I remember.
Like it was so weird.
Yeah, like passing maybe. I can't really.
Yeah, they're like, oh, is he dying? Like he's good now.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people like, that's not Jamie Foxx.
Well, apparently he made a joke in the special that he was poisoned by P. Diddy because of the information that he knew, and he's the one that first reported Diddy to the FBI.
Yep.
He's making a joke?
Was making a joke about it, but the one guy I read an article about, the guy's like, it did not seem like a joke when he said it.
It's a stand-up special?
Yeah.
Really?
He's a
When's the last time he did
comedy?
stand up? That's weird.
I don't know,
man. Strange.
But it's just like that's weird.
Yeah.
And
dude, think about it. January 4th, Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharp's podcast and talked about everything. It's like, this is the year, it's all coming out.
Yeah,
and that was months before P. Diddy thing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is weird, man.
Dude, that is actually like, I think that's potentially more scary than the election that just happened last week.
Yeah.
yeah. People are also theorizing that all these celebrities that are endorsing
because they're trying to cover up or they're trying to be pardoned.
They're all celebrities on the P. Diddy party list. And so like they're basically being, in a sense, blackmailed into endorsing the candidate.
That was what's his name when he opened at the Trump rally. That was one of his jokes.
Oh yeah,
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Did you see Donald talk about Tony Hinchcliffe after that?
No.
He's like, some comedian, I have no idea who he is. I don't even want to know who he is. I don't know why he said that.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that, like, roasting Tony. I thought that was, I'm like, Tony's going to think that's hilarious.
That's funny. But apparently, I found this out too. Tony Hinchcliffe, when he made the joke about Puerto Rico being a dump and stuff, apparently Puerto Rico right now has a huge infrastructure problem of waste. Like they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
And like they said it's like off the charts.
I was gonna say because the joke, I guess I didn't see it maybe fully in context, but it's just like it seemed kind of like a weird stray just to throw to Puerto Rico. But hey, we love Puerto Rico. Ninja Butterflies loves Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was an interesting stand up thing. It was definitely a different crowd than he's used to working.
No, you could definitely tell he was trying to figure out what, and as soon as he mentioned the P. Diddy party, he's like, okay, now I get what you got kind of crowd you are. Strange stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild times. But hey, what can you do, man?
What can you do?
Crazy times, crazy measures.
Yep. Crazy
Right,
times
Cory?
go for a crazy
We're
measure.
just going to keep printing super soft tees and spreading love.
Hey, amen to that.
Yep, absolutely.
That's all we're going to keep doing.
Hey, look into the camera. Give a message to the American people. There could be mushroom clouds surrounding them. We don't even know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know how far this thing's gone, or if maybe there's world peace.
There could be chaos on the streets. There could be aliens in the sky.
But there could be world peace.
But there could be world peace.
But maybe for the people who are scared right now, talk to
them. For all those people around the world and in this country who are scared, just take a deep breath. Do your box breathing technique and listen to this podcast, and I hope it brings you tranquility and ease.
Wow, yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Man.
There
feel
might
safe
be
now.
chaos in the streets, there might be peace, we don't know.
Vibrato.
There might be people getting stabbed, might be getting hugs. We don't know.
We don't know.
Mushroom clouds, do I see you?
Do I feel you?
Mushroom cloud, World War III, it's all coming for you.
It's coming for you.
Or maybe it's not, maybe there's just peace and love and happiness and in peace and love and happiness. Oh, peace and love and happiness. Oh no, look, there's a bomb coming, it's all gone.
Oh no, we're doomed, it's over. This is the end.
Oh,
we
no,
are
I just-
ninjas, butterflies, we'll see you again.
Oh no, it's just a dream. I was sleeping the whole time. It was all a bad dream.
Hey, congratulations, President.
Let me shake your hand, Mr. President. I want to shake your hand.
Did you say Mr. President?
Oh, Mrs. President.
Or
You said
Mr. or
Mrs.
Mrs. President.
That's right. President.
I just peeked into the future.
That was,
No
that
one
was
wins.
almost a really good song.
Almost until I ruined it.
Was that?
Oh.
Was that just off the top?
Off the top. Off the dome, dude.
You guys are so synchroed, and it's
Synchro,
so
dude.
nice.
Yeah.
Synchro, dude. All right, everybody.
Hey, make sure to go to SundayCool.com if you have any, if you want a custom shirts, hats, stickers. We do it all here at Sunday Cool, and we love them because we are Sunday Cool.
Absolutely.
And go to our YouTube, comment,
like, subscribe, hit the bell. If you want to be notified every time we upload, hit that bell. Every Friday we release podcasts, but if you go to Patreon, guess what? This pod might even come out before the election. Who knows? On Patreon.
Ooh. On Patreon. Yeah, maybe on Patreon.
So if you really wanted to see, well, it's too late. So this is already in the future. I'm in a loop right now.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Go to Spotify. If you're listening to us on Spotify, please follow us because it does help us a ton.
Absolutely. We're going to keep bringing on the more fun topics and everything like that. I got a crazy story to tell on Patreon about the man who couldn't be murdered.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Also got a really good hypothetical question for you, Mr. Corey.
All right. It's Halloween.
I'm going to do this like an award show. Keep going. Say your final thoughts.
So thank you so much for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. If you're listening to this podcast, we're so grateful for you. We love you.
Very grateful. Bye. Love you.
Love you. See you on Patreon. All right. Something else.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind. You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
That beat was nice.
I gotta figure out how to actually put some stuff in there and use.
That beat was nice.
The world is in civil war. What are our facial expressions?